What's up, broskies? Damocles here, and today I'm bringing you my Decidueye sniper build. This build is a lot of fun, has a ton of burst damage and one-shot potential. So if you like playing those sniper builds like Solar Beam Venusaur and stuff like that, make sure you stay tuned till the end of this video. And as always, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell down below for more Pokemon Unite content. I will have another Decidueye build coming out tomorrow, most likely, or the day after. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But follow me on TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. Also, we just got finished with the giveaway. I'm in the process of emailing the winner for the eShop gift card. So we're definitely going to be doing more giveaways like that, so make sure you stay tuned. Anyway, so Decidueye right now, I'll save my general opinions for this Pokemon for another video, but basically it's not in the best spot currently. And so I think the best build for it right now, and I'm still doing testing, is going to be running Spirit Shackle and Shadow Sneak. This is going to allow you to abuse what Decidueye is actually good at and try and stay away from some of its weak points. One of those points of strength being that it's actually really good at sieging goal points because of its long range and just the amount of sustained damage output that it has on those goal points. But the weakness is that if someone comes into your range, you're going to have a bad time, right? I'm not 100% sure on the stats right now. Unite DB has Decidueye's HP at 5,152, which would be tied with Greninja, I believe, for having the lowest HP in the entire game. So this is a character that is the definition of a glass cannon, and that's how I'm building it with this build. So as for the items, I'm going to be going Muscle Band, Scope Lens, and Attack Weight, actually. I'm not touching Buddy Barrier, not touching Energy Amplifier, none of that, because the reality of the situation is that if you let people get into your range where you're actually going to be needing to use Buddy Barrier or something like that, you're done. You're going to get KO'd. So I'm going full glass cannon. I really think that's going to be the optimal build for this guy, just because if you really think about it, right, the Unite move, you're not mobile at all, so you're somewhat restricted in the ways that you can use your Unite move with this character, and I'll go into that in a little bit, but a large amount of the time, you're going to be wanting to use it from a distance in which Buddy Barrier isn't necessarily going to help out your team that much, and it's not even going to help you out that much. So I'm going full attack, trying to make the most of the snipes that we're going to be making, and I think it works pretty well. Alternatively, you could go Razor Claw instead of Attack Weight. It's kind of up to you, but really we're just going to be trying to abuse the combo of Shadow Sneak and Spirit Shackle to get some maximum damage snipes with this build. And so as for the abilities, right? So Shadow Sneak is kind of a wonky ability. It basically just gives them a movement speed increase, and then if you get into range of someone that can actually be targeted with Shadow Sneak, it's just going to latch onto the first target. Look at this Unite move aiming. I'm still getting used to this. It's pretty crazy sensitivity, but here we land another snipe. Boom, boom. Once you land that, man, it hits like a truck. But anyway, so Shadow Sneak is going to latch onto the closest available target, right? And it's going to drop their defenses, and it's going to slow them, which is going to make it so you have an easier time of landing your Spirit Shackle. And that's just going to give you so much insane burst and catch potential, right? So if you're chasing somebody down or you're playing the jungle, which you guys know I like to play, you're going to be able to use that to go and gank lanes easier, right? You're going to be able to also find people in bushes that you wouldn't have been able to notice previously, because this will find people in bushes. It literally targets the closest possible person. And by the way, guys, yes, this game is a total 4v5. That's just Pokemon Unite right now. I'll save that opinion for another video too, but you already know my thoughts on that. But Shadow Sneak is kind of the pseudo movement ability for Decidueye, and you're going to be using it to catch people out. If it lands on somebody, you should be able to immediately get the snipe on them. And if you get the snipe on them, they should just die. Like there's so much damage involved in that snipe, and there's so much baked into the snipe toolkit that if you can't get the KO, your teammates are going to be able to get the KO, right? So just as a reminder, Spirit Shackle, if you charge it up past the point where the line is, it doesn't even though the description says fully charged, You just have to charge it up to the point of where the line is on the little status bar, and that's going to make it so when you land the Spirit Shackle, it's going to tether the opposing Pokemon to the ground, and if they leave that area, they get slowed and they take additional damage. So it's just another tool that's fantastic for like good gank potential, good pick potential with this character, right? You're able to go and land it on people from a distance, and if you can't reach them, then at the very least your teammates are going to be able to follow up, and there's not any other ability that really goes that far in a basic ability that goes as far as Spirit Shackle in the game. Here I make a mistake. I think that Rotom's just going to push in. I'm going to try and get like a cheeky score, but it doesn't push in, and then I just get KO'd. Just terrible play by me. But so that's how you want to play this character, right? You want to play it from the sniping perspective, even more so than Venusaur, right? Like, this character's damage output, keep in mind that once Spirit Shackle is actually upgraded, it deals higher damage to lower HP targets, like, like execute damage, right? So go and you want to be trying to land it on as many people as humanly possible and land it on those low HP targets as they're getting away, because that's something that Decidueye is great at doing, is pursuing, not necessarily pursuing, but sniping out and picking off those low HP targets at the end of team fights as well. You'll see maybe a couple times this game when I do use my Unite move, I use it from super far away just to try and apply pressure and to get some final kills on enemy targets that are outside of my teammates' range. Because if you pop this Unite move at anything but maximum range, you're going to be getting destroyed, straight up. That's kind of the theme for Decidueye, is this character, it's, it does decent damage, but if anything gets close to you, you are just toast. And, that's, I kind of talked about it in I said it in my last video, guys, didn't I? When I was like, this character could be super weak. It's leaning more towards the weak side, in my opinion. So, Decidueye, told you so on that one. But with this build, you're going to be able to go and just try and abuse the range that Decidueye does have, right? So normally, if I'm playing like Cinderace or if I'm playing Greninja in this game, I'm going to be going crazy. Look at this. I find the Talonflame in the bushes, and I just get destroyed. I miss my Shackle, and I get deleted. But I spotted him in the bushes with Shadow Sneak accidentally, so it was kind of a surprise on both sides. But regardless, with this character, it really is just, what was I saying? Oh, Greninja, right? So if I'm playing Greninja or I'm playing Cinderace and I'm this fed on this character, I'm going crazy. I'm going to go and try and, just nuke the enemy team, take whatever fights I want to. With Decidueye, unfortunately, in the character's current state, even if I'm super far ahead, if anything gets on top of me or gets close to me, I'm toast. Look at this catch potential, though, right? Like we land that, he gets slowed, and there's nothing he can do to really escape that, right? Because you've got the Shadow Sneak slow, and you've got the Spirit Shackle slow. Trying to just sit on the kind of outside of the team fight and just poke people down. Obviously, you got to stop this Talonflame from stealing the objective, but that's not going to happen. And we just, we go and land the. We land the objective, we land the Zapdos. Of course, let's secure the Zapdos, guys. That's what we do, right? And that's going to be basically the game. But yeah, you have to play this character in a certain type of way. I can't go and be that super aggressive jungler like I am with, with an Absol, Cinderace, or Greninja, because you don't have the movement abilities. You don't have the escape. We get a nice collateral here, nuke both of the enemies, just delete them from the game, because now that we're actually at this point and we're fully stacked up and we're level 15, this ability hits like a Mack truck, right? Like we just took 75% of that level 14 Absol's health with one Spirit Shackle, and we didn't even land Shadow Sneak on it beforehand. It just hits so hard. It hits so hard, and I really think you guys are going to enjoy this build. But you do have to play it in a certain way. Decidueye, in a 1v1 situation, even against, like, if I'm going up against this level 12 Cinderace right now, if he finds me out in the jungle, I'm probably going to lose that fight, unless I land absolutely everything perfectly, because in terms of attackers, in terms of AD carries in this game, Decidueye's in a little bit of a rough spot just because you have no actual formal escape abilities. And I don't think Leaf Storm is worth taking, honestly, in either of the builds that I'm going to show you in the next couple days. So you guys let me know what you think of this build. I'm really enjoying the Sniper playstyle more so than the Razor Leaf playstyle, just being honest, because I think that the basic attacks are a little bit lacking, and this character really needs a decent front line because, like I said, if anybody gets within your range, you're going to have a bad time, so you really want to keep them at that distance. We end up winning the 4v5, which is nice. I'm enjoying the character. Am I enjoying the matchmaking in Unite where I get a Wigglytuff, AFK from the moment the game starts? Not really. But you guys let me know what you think of Decidueye. Do you think it's strong? Do you think it's weak? Do you think it's balanced? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to all socials and everything. You guys know I love you. And yeah, that's going to be it for me. Damocles out.